What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wicked After Dark, where we talk about all things Halloween. My name's Anthony, and with me tonight we got Jessica
Jess.
and Andy from behind the screams over here. I'm gonna get used to that shit one day, bro.
We got
One day.
Jessica.
When I'm used to it, she'll be back on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna
It'll
be
be like-
skipping her.
right.
You know, Ashley messed everything up. Thanks.
Maternity
Oh
leave.
man.
Too much.
Anyways, guys, another week, another podcast. More info to give out, dish out. Hopefully, we do have some things to talk about this week. Most definitely, you know what I mean. Just from last week to this week, man, it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, I know last week we did drop the Wicked Fest applications, which are officially closed. Guys, are officially closed
By the time this is
by
on.
the time this drops. So we did drop that. We got to talk to Ashley a little bit about her situation and the baby. You know what I mean? Just a lot going on still, man, behind the scenes. So a lot of events finally piling up, good and bad, because, you know, them vendor fees are killing everybody, man.
For real.
I know a lot of us can relate to that.
Faux show.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, let's get right
We
into...
should, before that, we should have a poll down below, like who wants the writer meet and greet at Wicked Fest? Should we sell tickets for that? Or
The what?
The writer meet and greet?
Writer.
The writer.
Yeah.
Writer.
Oh, our nephew.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
funny.
No.
He's not
said
even going to make an
the writer.
appearance, buddy.
He will not be there,
It's
guys.
gonna be a little too warm for him still.
Come on.
Yeah, but anyways.
We'll put him inside.
He won't be there, guys. He's lying.
Anyways,
If we sell enough tickets, I'll make sure he's there.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
getting right into this one, let's get into Wicked Fest information, guys. First of all, I think we want to just say thank you, you know, for the love and support that it's been getting. You know what I mean? Just from the drop last week, it got an immense, more than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Response.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It was crazy, man. I know I didn't expect it. Did you?
No, not really.
You know what I mean? It was one of those things where we dropped the news and then the applications opened up and it was like, holy shit.
The floodgates open.
You know, it was amazing. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know,
Hey,
but you
And not to jump the gun on that, but
Too late.
just kind of just browsing through some of them, there's a lot of new names in there that I've, I don't know if you've seen them or if you guys have seen them, but there's some
to be
new
honest
names
with
in
you,
there.
I try not to look at it
100%.
because if I look at it, I'll look it up, and I don't want to look it up and be like, "Oh yeah, you're already in," like because it's a group decision, obviously.
Right.
So I try not to look at it too much. I just go in and look
Exactly.
at the numbers.
Exactly. Same thing we're doing. When they're coming in, you know what I mean? Thankfully, Jessica has it set up to where it's like on a
Excel sheet.
Yeah, so it's coming in, it's being counted for us, has all the information. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? So we can just go in later and start going down the line.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, guys, we're so thankful for everybody for applying, man. You know what I mean? And we should start sitting down. I know they just closed. We're gonna start going through everybody, guys. Like I said, like Jess just said, it is a team decision. You know, it's not like it's like Jessica and Ashley sitting there. No, it's a team decision where we'll all sit down,
Yeah.
look it through. You know what I mean, and make decisions from there. You know,
Yeah.
this year again, we're just so thankful and fortunate enough to have a list the size that we do to be able to go through and you know put together a good show for everybody.
I think
at the end
too,
of the day.
on the positive side, we found a little bit of ways to expand it a little bit. To
Yeah.
include a few more vendors. So there is some more
room, hopefully.
hopefully, for a few more.
Right,
folks.
right. You know, it's one of my biggest. I love the support. I love the enthusiasm of everybody applying, but it's one of those shitty situations when you got to be like, I can't fit X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? Because it's just not big enough.
It's not
possible.
You know what I mean? And it's not possible, man.
We would love to have everybody.
Trust
but
me. Yeah, that's like my biggest like this time of the year of choosing, and it's the
Having to
worst part for me.
Just like not letting people in, and you're just like, damn.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, fuck, dude. You know, it's not, we don't have the space, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But again, guys, we're already here. trying to put the best show possible on. You know what I mean?
100%.
With all those apps coming in, though, it's definitely raises the bar for us,
Yeah.
for our team to push harder. You know what I mean? To make sure that this event is at the absolute best possible.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
and I always say, and I always tell you and Ash, you know, because we're always the night before like, fuck, did we do enough? Did we do enough?
the
You know
night
what I
or the
mean?
week of.
The week of, you know, guys, we're the most
Worry
stressful
wards,
worry ward
like-
people you could.
I would
think.
say from here on in, not just the
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
If
yeah.
You guys are going to be stressed from here on
No,
in.
no, but it's like, okay, it's Friday, show day Saturday, August 10th, right?
Yep.
And you're like sitting there and we're prepping and we're loading the trailers and we're doing this.
Doing
and we're,
last minute
we're
thinking.
marking, yeah, dude. We're like, did we get everything covered? And then you're getting ready to go to bed for the night. You're like, did we do enough? Mm-hmm. You know, that always runs through my head, bro. Did we do enough? Did I do everything humanly possible? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
And you know what? Even if you didn't feel like you did, if you did the maximum amount you could fit in your schedule and the match in your life, and then the people around us did everything they could do, the vendors did everything they could do, the sponsors did everything they can do. We just have to say, you know, feel good about that and see if, you know, people show up. you know,
Right.
And so far we've been blessed with that, but
right.
I
No,
think we gotta
it's
keep pushing
it's not just us, guys. It's a team effort.
for sure.
You know, it's a team effort, and very thankful for, you know, our not our attendees, but our vendors.
Yes.
That do the event. How much they promote it and advertise
For
it. That
sure.
means, you know, man, it's only benefiting everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
More the merrier.
Like I said, definitely, man, it's going to be a stressful one. It's going to be a stressful couple of weeks here as we start to sit down and go through the names and the
Yep.
companies. But expect something, guys, hopefully by the end of March, to start sending out approval emails and things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe for
And one
Easter.
of the things that we do not do, guys, and I'm pretty sure we will not
I was
do.
literally about to just say that too.
What's that?
That we don't send out rejection
Yeah.
emails.
There you go.
We will only be sending out approval emails.
Yeah, and what the biggest reason is because it's not that you're not accepted. You know what I mean? It's more like where there's just not
You're
enough room.
It's like
And
you're on a
honestly-
waiting list.
yes, and you know how
Somebody
many
drops out.
times have we used that list?
Last year we
Yeah.
used it quite a few
Quite
times.
a
Five
few
times.
times, bro.
So it's not that you're
Don't give
you're
up.
not in initially. It's just that
We ran out of space.
Yeah.
That's it.
and then when
sometimes
if,
things happen.
sometimes things happen. We had where people were on day of that were like couldn't make it due to illness or whatever it was, and
Yeah.
we figured it out. You know.
Yeah, so that's the biggest reason, guys. Again, because it's not about a rejection. Oh, I didn't make it. No, it's not even about that, guys. It's
and not,
again.
not only that, but the vendors that aren't, you know, in the show this year, if you're new to us, maybe come to the show.
Yeah.
Check it out. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Be a part of, you know, start being a part of the family, you know? Like,
Right.
We always talk about the vendor family, and, you know, if you're new to it, come be a part of it.
100%.
Even if you're not vending, come check it out.
That's a very good point, man. You know what I mean? If you're very new to the game, man, come check it out. You know, come check it out, see what it's about. You know what I mean?
Introduce yourself.
And you know, put your own opinion to it. Is this me? You know what I mean? Can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there 8 hours in
More,
the heat,
more.
crowded people. You know, so and more. You're right, because that's 8 hours of vending.
Vending.
That doesn't include.
Drive
Set up, tear
time,
down, drive
set
time,
up,
drive home.
tear down, drive home.
Right.
That's like a 13-hour day, y'all.
Sure.
Right. Yeah, you know, yeah, and I forgot about all that, but so definitely check it out, dude. Check it out, and see for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Mm-hmm. You know. But yeah. So what else do we have about Wicked Fest? We do have some.
Jesus.
We do have
Vendor?
some
I mean, yeah,
sponsorship
that one.
Info.
info for you guys. So if you are interested in being a sponsor, okay, if you're interested in being a sponsor, I don't know if you guys saw last year, but all of our sponsors were put up on a large, massive board. Okay,
Screen.
TV screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
LED, all that crap. Real nice, real big.
30 feet by 20 feet.
Yeah, see, something like that.
On the stage, everybody would see your name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was on there all day long.
All day long.
Flashed all day long. On top of that, we do have sponsorship banners placed at the entrances
Yes.
of the event. that your logo makes the banner, and people are seeing those as you walk in.
Yes.
You know, and again, guys, we appreciate the sponsorships. Without the sponsorships, it would make it a little more difficult for us to be able to do what we do, man. So yeah, we're very appreciative for all the sponsors last year, and we hope to get you guys back and some.
Yeah.
You know, so if anybody out there is interested, guys, just reach out, send us a DM, get in the email. You know what I mean, and we can get you the exact info that you need. Like I said, we're still working on all that, but we're ready. We're to
pretty
that
much
point.
close to like
Yeah.
finishing it.
Right,
It's-
we're to that point now.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's do it. Yeah, so that's for anybody interested, and that's including vendors. Those who did do it last year, it's going to be the same terms, same as
Right.
last year.
And I
Yeah.
hope the vendors got a good pop out of that from being sponsors and being
Right.
up on that board all day. And maybe somebody came and found their booth because they saw them on the board. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Right,
I think so. I don't know. Like I was stuck at the taco booth all day, so I didn't really walk around, talk to the vendors.
Right.
I would left one time because I had to pee one time
Yeah.
throughout the whole day.
Well, we're gonna try to alleviate that this year, but you know, we're working on some things.
Yeah, definitely. Which again, we will have our Wicked Tacos out there again, guys, with
Yes.
a much bigger setup.
Yes.
With a much bigger
Bigger menu.
menu that we won't say just yet, just in case
Yeah.
we
Just in
tweak a
case
few
we
things
change it,
here
like,
and
you
there.
know, which we most likely will.
100%.
You know us. We
We'll
always
add
change stuff.
something, take something, whatever. You know what I mean? But we will have some Wicked Tacos out there for your enjoyment. What else? What else, man?
On Wicked Fest.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think too. I can't stress enough how cool White Pack is in the city of Yucaipa to work with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
You know, I think that's been a blessing for us. You know,
in disguise.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when we were looking for a home, guys, for this event, I know we had buckled down in the city of San Bernardino. And going back to that story, when they called me, some local newspaper called me and asked us why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why San
I remember
Bernardino?
that.
Why the Inland Empire? I can only imagine now. Why Yucaipa?
Yeah.
Why that little city in the mountain? You know what I mean? Like, why?
The mountain.
You know, and again, it's more than just, I guess, location or what's around. We grew up in the Inland Empire, guys.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So again, we're gonna stay in the Inland Empire regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be able to make the White Packs in our home. And the way they treat us, and the way they've accepted our event, you know what I mean, guys. I mean, they're very excited as well. I just talked to them this past week actually,
Yes.
and they're excited about it. You know, they're ready. They're like, man, let's do this. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a wild time.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just like last year was. You know, so and I told them, I said, look, we're really trying harder this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're ready. We're ready. You know, it's just going to be an exciting year, man.
I think that, you know, they're going to see some changes too that we've come up with.
Yeah.
And that you know, they've kind of put forth some changes too for us. So
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I think it'll be, you know, a little bit different of an event, but
Right.
you know, the goal is to make it a successful, well attended.
100%.
My goal is to get the street to close down somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that, but
Well, we do have one. We do have one.
right.
closed down.
I mean, the main street
Oh yeah. Yucaipa Boulevard.
project.
we'll
X,
see, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. We're getting. We'll
Bring 'em-
keep
bring 'em
pushing.
out.
We're getting closer, y'all.
Yeah.
Like we said last
you
year
get-
after Wigfest that we want to take it over. We're getting closer one step at a
Yeah,
time.
one step at a time, and again, all the love to the city of Yucaipa for showing out,
Sure,
man.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We lived up
It's
there for a short
crazy.
amount of time, and we loved it then, and we still love it now. We live only 20 minutes from there now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
So so much love for the city of Yucaipa. Just they always show out.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
and then again, and for all of our supporters, because yes, we did have a lot of people come
from out
into
of the
the
area.
city,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they like the historical downtown
Yeah,
area
yeah.
that they have to offer.
Yeah, a lot of people were what was it, like, complimenting.
Yeah.
They're like, it felt like a Halloween town vibe, which was really cool. I know that made Ashley happy because that's like one of her favorite
That was
movies.
I was just gonna say that's kind of like one of her goals.
was
like,
to make
I
it
wanted
like
to give it
a
that.
homey Halloween town, Halloweeny vibe, I guess
Right.
you could say. Yeah, I think just the city was
It's perfect
surprised.
for it's a
Yeah.
perfect venue for
It's
that.
yeah. Well, when you see one it's empty, you're just like, how's this
How's
gonna,
it gonna work?
happen? Like how even when we see now, it's like I can envision it, but until the day that we put everything out, decorations, all the vendors are finally done setting up, I'm just like, okay, I see it.
You know what's hard and this is funny because we'll go out there and market the day before, but when vendors start to put random canopies up, you're like, shit.
Oh
like,
my God,
if
yeah.
that is not marked 100%,
To the T.
you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think too, like you said, the night before we're out there in the dark, marking out spaces.
I mean, it wasn't dark, guys.
No,
There's
I mean,
lighting.
there's light
but-
there, but I mean,
But they
ambient.
stayed until dark.
it's hard to envision
People
the
there.
total package.
Yeah.
and the-
100%.
You know,
100%.
so I'm sure every person who throws an event, like,
Oh, man.
it's got to be weird to.
And
for
of
them,
course,
too.
the way we do our loading, guys, it's not like, here's the first roll, let's load in this. No, it's like, you're there, you're over there,
No,
you're in the
no,
middle.
no. Let me explain because I'm the one that's in charge of like loading times, stuff like that. So in my head, since we've been vendors, and we still vend, I feel like I just do it in a strategy. Like, okay, I'm gonna choose the furthest vendors, but I'm not gonna choose every vendor that's in that row
Right.
because then you're
You're
screwed.
definitely, I would give you that. You're very strategic when it comes to that.
Yeah.
You know who needs more time.
Yeah.
Who needs less time.
Yeah.
Who's got desserts. They got to be there last because they want. You know what I mean. So yeah, I'll give you that. You're very strategic.
I'm like, okay, I've seen this person set up millions of times. I know exactly how fast they'll go. I know exactly how slow they'll go, kind of thing.
And it works out great.
Yeah. So.
You know what's funny?
Well,
is,
even then, last year we had vendors messaging us like, "Oh, hey, is there any way I can go in earlier, whatever?" And I would be
Sure.
like, and I would just look at them like, "Oh, perfect."
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sometimes it just works.
Yeah,
you know?
sometimes it just
And the
works.
best guys when everybody cooperates and goes with the flow of traffic. And,
Yes.
And does what we got going on. So
I think it's just like cool when you're there all day, literally first one's there, and then all of a sudden you see the rows of canopies going
Yeah.
up, rows
Yeah.
and rows, and you're just like, "Oh crap!"
and then it's
It's
all
almost
up
there.
and you're like, shit, it worked.
Thank God everyone fits.
I did not think that shit was gonna fit.
Oh my God,
You know
me
what I
either.
mean? It's always funny, dude.
Oh, believe me. I mean, when we were out there marking the night
Yeah.
before, we were like, this
No,
didn't
guys,
add
but
up.
you don't
Yeah,
understand,
No, you
dude.
know what's funny? When you guys were doing that, you kept calling me and Ash like, "Are we sure it's this many vendors?"
I know.
And then I kept looking at my iPad like, "Yeah, like
what you
everything's
told me.
drawn
Let me
out."
tell you guys something, dude.
We
It's
even like
such a-
changed it last
Yes,
minute too.
it's such a stressful moment because we're tired. Okay, Andy's tired. He's black is blown out, dude. Because again, how many boots are he marking? My
He
dad
marked,
and I,
like-
we're just like, all right, we're here. We're gonna measure this. Perfect, right here. Let's do it right. And then, mind you, we're coming back. We're prepping for. God, I don't even know how much meat we prepped and cooked, and it's so much going on, dude.
God.
And then you got to load up the. So honestly speaking, we probably only got a couple hours of sleep
Yeah, we went
before
to
Wicked
sleep.
Fest.
I think two.
We went to sleep pretty
It's like I
late.
swear to God, I showered. He was like, I better shower. Closed my eyes and opened them. I was like, let's go.
to go.
Well, good morning, get up.
Good
We're
morning.
going to try to avoid that this year. We always say that, but
Yeah,
we're gonna
definitely,
try
man.
to avoid that.
Try.
And then I remember, Sunday, dude, I was fucking
Blown.
roasted.
Dude, I don't even think I got out of bed until like 3. But
Yeah.
and I was so badly sunburned, it was not even funny,
I
guys.
couldn't even walk properly, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, dude. I must have walked 15 miles that day.
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I
I
mean?
remember you were
Something
telling me
like
it was
that.
a lot.
And I was like, and I'm gonna be cool in my Vans. I'm getting older, guys. I can't really do that shit.
Yeah, he
no
wanted to
more.
be in his Vans, but he didn't
know?
want to put no inserts in
Nah,
there. He
hell
needs to start
no.
doing that.
Bro, I woke up Sunday, dude. Andy woke up Sunday. Everybody,
Everybody was
bro,
blown.
was just. I was like, we all sat down. The next year, like, did we just do that? And the worst part about it is, we rented a trailer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, then
We
we
had
took-
to take that fucker back,
and it
dude.
was loaded because we were too tired.
and it
to
was loaded. And
load.
guess who unloaded that shit?
Not me. My skin
Me
was on
and Jimbo,
fire.
guys. That was it, bro. And
Yeah.
we're just like this, like, oh my god. Guess what we're doing this year? We're renting that
Renting another
motherfucker for
trailer.
2 days.
Oh, yeah.
We're paying for 2 days. So this is going back on Monday. I don't give a shit what anybody says,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're going so off topic about last Wicked Fest. Guys, just know this: it's gonna be fucking fun. It's gonna be exciting. We're all pushing really hard already. You know what I mean? I know. We're just gonna step up our game, man.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
That's the only way I can really put it.
Bigger, better,
Stronger,
stronger,
not faster.
spookier.
Hopefully the
More
economy
Halloween.
bounces back too and cooperates.
Yeah, man.
So people
Yeah.
feel good about them. Their financial situations this year.
100%.
Yeah.
For all
100%.
retail and vendors and
100%, man. 100%, guys. I know. Last year was hard. There's no other way to put it. Last year was hard, man, and it made a lot of decisions that we didn't want to make, but had to be made. But this year's already looking up.
Yes.
You know, so we're hoping for a good one. You
Like
know
I
what
said, when you're laying on the ground, you're going to look one direction.
That's right.
Unless you're face
That's
down.
up, man. So anyway, moving forward from Wicked Fest, August 10th, guys. Again, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna have food. You're gonna have entertainment. You're gonna have shopping out the ass. You know what I mean? You don't miss it.
Treats and sweets.
It's gonna be
drinks,
fun.
Beverages.
Everything you can think of, bro.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be all
Food.
one.
All that in a bag of chips.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
August 10th from 1 to 9 p.m.
Yes.
Probably even go even later, to be honest with you. But anyway.
One till the last guest leaves. Not just
Upcoming
kidding.
events. We do have some upcoming events in March, guys.
Yes.
This Saturday, March 9th. This Saturday, March 9th, we will be at the 1-year anniversary of Grim Girl and Baby Girl Social. Big shout out to them, man, for even getting to that 1-year mark.
Yeah.
We know what it's like. You know what I mean? So big shout out to them for getting to that, man.
And by saying we're going to be there, it's Wicked Tacos.
Yes.
I was getting to it's in my notes, bro. You know, but
He always likes to jump
Jump
ahead
the
of us.
gun.
I'm a
Jump
gun
the
jumper.
gun.
He always likes to throw out the.
I don't like to get shot.
well, there
that's
was
why.
the juice right there. They want my juice.
I know. He always
Anyways, Wicked
ruins it.
Tacos will be there vending, guys. We will be there in attendance. Come check it out.
Yep.
It's gonna be us. I know it's gonna be a couple other companies. I
Us,
don't know.
Deadly Sweets,
Deadly
Discount Cemetery. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head without looking at the flyer.
Oh, Deadly Sweets can't wait for their treats.
They
Love
already
it.
dropped their menu. Go look at it.
Ours is dropping as
Tomorrow.
this podcast is dropping.
Drop. Yeah, there you go. I can't say tomorrow because you
It'll
know
be-
It'll
confusing.
drop at the same
You
It
should
should
time.
be
already
dropping
be
at the same
seeing it.
time. Yeah.
We are gonna be trying something new, guys. Something
Yep.
that
Brand new
Jim-
menu item that
yeah.
my dad is excited to bring.
he's really excited about it, guys. So we're gonna give it a
Hey,
shot.
well, we've all
You
had
he's
it.
all like,
No,
yeah,
no,
we
no, no.
tested
When
it
he
here in the
said
house
we-
and we all
yeah,
fucked it up.
We tested it. Me, you, and Ash were at an event.
Yeah.
He tested it with like
All the other
all
fatties of the family.
you know, all our other family. So obviously we were not a part of that. So
But-
I'm just like,
Hey, if it's a hit, then hey, we take it all back, right?
if it's a hit,
Yeah.
Anthony will apologize.
I
'cause
mean,
not me.
there's no extra product. You know, it's product
Yeah.
we already have.
Well,
so,
don't say nothing.
You know,
They'll just wait and see when the Andrew doesn't know what we're talking about because he doesn't pay attention.
He
He's
never pays
scratching his
attention
head
to
over
shit.
here.
he misses those meetings. And
So we'll see though. But
Something
yeah, we
about-
will
no.
be there
Yeah.
vending, guys. Super excited again. Big congrats to them for that
Yes,
1 year,
yes.
man. Because
That's a big accomplishment.
That's hard.
Yeah.
right now, month to
Oh,
month,
yeah.
month to month, baby.
Month to month,
It's hard.
week
dude.
to week for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's gonna be in the city of Covina.
Yes.
City of
Covina?
Covina, I believe.
Yep.
Down the street from a coffee shop down there. Pretty popular. So might want to check that out. Yeah. We're gonna keep going along with March. What else do we have in March?
March
30th.
30th.
March 30th is the graveyard sale, guys.
Yeah.
March 30th is going to be in the city of Yucaipa at the Little Shop of Ink, hosted by October Village.
Yeah.
I remember
So you
talking
know.
to Jeremy and Ash about it. You know, that's such a fun event.
That one is fun.
because again of the graveyard sale. If you guys don't get it, it's the yard sale.
Yeah,
okay,
yard sale.
the yard sale vibe, but it's graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a fun thing because everybody brings so many random stuff, and it's all Halloween related. You know what I mean? So you can definitely
Mm-hmm. They bring like their own collection of stuff that they just don't use anymore.
Right.
I haven't touched in a while.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
anything you can think of: shoes, old shirts,
old
old
shirts,
clothing,
yeah,
toys,
decor.
decor. I've seen a lot of
Oh,
decor
shit.
last year.
Funkos, you know, even the companies, they'll take shirts that are not 100% passable in
yeah,
their
like-
eyes.
Defected
Yeah.
or like
Right. Just
we call ours Andy's shirts.
Yeah.
because,
Zero.
we're actually
you
gonna
know.
let them print here soon, so we have products for that event. But yeah, so you'll see stuff there, guys, that are discounted and stuff there that people they're selling from their own personal collections.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different items being sold, and those are so unique. And that's one of my favorite things. Like, oh damn, I gotta have that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's pretty cool to see all that stuff. So again, that's gonna be March 30th in the city of Yucaipa at the Little Shop of Ink.
Yes, I'm trying to look up a time right now because I
Time
forgot.
frame. Give me the time frame. No time.
No time. I know for real. Where is it? I don't see it. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
It's gonna be during the day for sure.
Crickets.
Okay, well, right now I don't see a time, so we'll get back to you on that one.
We'll get back to you on that one.
Do you?
I don't
time?
see it.
All
No,
right,
I do
okay then.
not. It's all right.
Take
I'll
that
take a
back,
look.
buddy. Take that back.
But yeah.
Jesus.
So we will be up there March 30th.
Which we're excited about because it's literally 2 minutes away from where Wicked Fest is going to be. held.
Yes.
Not even 2 minutes, probably like a minute.
I always like to say a stone's throw, you know what I mean? But who, like my dad says, well, how far is a stone's throw?
I don't know, depending how far you
If
If
can
I'm
throw.
throwing it, you know what I mean? I can get it there, you
Jeez.
know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, that one. Not right now. No way.
We're getting on time anyways.
Your arm will fall off.
You're good.
What is it?
Plenty of time.
25 minutes. All right, well, that's it. And wrap it here, guys. I got nothing.
Just kidding.
One of the new things that we're trying to do, guys, is Jess and I have started to try to watch a new
Movie.
movie or a movie in general
Yeah.
that she comes up with.
Yeah,
and I'm
because he
always
never
just like,
comes up with movies.
I'm just like, all right, cool, let's check it out. You know what I mean? I'm down. And obviously, we all heard how last week's experience
Yeah,
went,
that
and
was
that
terrible.
was, and we had to pay $6 for that shit. You know what I mean? That was rough.
I made sure this one was free this time. Okay.
Yeah, this
All
one
right.
was free on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, the movie she chose was called Nefarious.
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 Yes.
I don't know if anybody's seen it, but she's like, hey, the critics slaughtered it, but the fan, what was it?
The fans loved it.
Yeah, it was like they rated it pretty high.
It's like when I seen that, it reminded me of like Insidious or The Conjuring. Critics hate those movies,
Right.
but the fan reviews were. It was like the critics were 33%, fan review was 96%, and I'm just
Damn.
like, that's how you know, like, because you know critics guys.
Critics are
they,
lame.
you know,
I'm sorry, dude. What are they criticizing? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
What are you basing this off of?
Right. What are your expectations? And
I
then
think
goes,
it depends on who the critic is. You know,
Yeah.
some of them are looking at the acting. Some of them are
Yeah.
looking at
So
the content.
I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, are you going to believe the audience, the people that actually go and watch it and enjoy what they're
Right.
watching, or someone that's doing this for their job
right.
to go write a review? You know?
What'd you think of the movie in general? What was your thoughts on the film as a whole before we break it down?
I liked it. Different, completely different. What do you call it? Plot.
Yeah.
Even when I seen the trailer, and I had seen this trailer last year, I just never got around to watching it, and I was just like, "That's interesting. I want to watch it."
Yeah. I definitely think that the movie was a good film
Mm-hmm.
for sure. You know what I mean? Different, but straight to the point.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't a lot of lollygagging and none of that stuff. So it kind of went by quick, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what, because I was reading the reviews after we were done watching.
Yeah.
It was just like, if you really enjoyed this movie, you felt like the movie went by fast
Yeah.
because you were immersed
Immersed
in
in the
that
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah, and then honestly, the actor, I didn't recognize any of the actors. So
Yeah.
whoever played the main character in this film did an amazing job
Yes.
because he played two characters, right? So he's playing the role of the prisoner.
Well, we didn't even tell them what the movie was about.
Go ahead, break it down.
So this movie, it's called Nefarious. It is about what is like a therapist? What are they called?
He's
Help me out here, Dad.
Isn't he like a lawyer or was he a psychologist?
He was whatever those doctors are called.
Psychologist.
Yeah, him. And
A
he
wealthy
was called
psychologist.
in. He was called in to a prison because he had to make a decision on a
Right.
prisoner to see if he was insane or sane, if
Right.
he could stand up for his execution, like if
Which
he could
was
do it or
that
not.
day.
Which was that night. Okay, and the prisoner was pretty much saying like, "I'm a demon,"
Yeah.
and he was trying to convince the doctor that he's sane and he's a demon.
Right.
So that's pretty much what they gave you in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, it just goes into it like
Right,
bam, bam,
right,
bam,
right.
bam, bam.
And to go further into that, the previous psychologist committed suicide.
Yes.
And
Wow.
the prisoner slash demon, again, same person, was stating that he made him do it.
That he made him commit
You know
suicide.
what I mean? He made him commit suicide because he got in his
yeah,
head.
yeah.
So this movie was one of those films where you, when he's playing these two characters, right? He's playing the prisoner, and then he's playing the demon that's possessing this prisoner.
Yes.
You know, that's when I was like, damn, he's really good. Mm-hmm. You know, he's really good at doing what he's doing and portraying both roles.
Two completely different personalities,
Yes,
I would say.
yes. And it kind of started making you think like, God, you know what I mean? Like there's people that do that have multiple personalities. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. DID.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was one of those films, man. I was like, oh shit. For me, I was like, damn. I was thinking like, how many people in prison or how many people have been executed already that are claiming the same stance, right? Where oh no, it wasn't me.
It was
this
Yeah.
other force
Yeah.
making me do it.
Well-
You know, so
And that kind of goes like by our old shop, Patton over there. You know, we've talked about that before. Is like what's mental illness or schizophrenia, and what's looks like possession. You know,
Right.
like where's the borderline of that?
now
you know?
and I don't think possession or anything like that actually is a term, right, in that world.
No.
It's either you're
court?
schizophrenic. Yeah, you're schizophrenic or you're mentally insane or
You have
unstable.
DID.
So you cannot say like, "Oh, I'm possessed" or "I have a demon in me," right? Mm-hmm. There's no
You can say it, but the clinical side of it's not gonna
add
Support
up.
you.
recognize that
Yeah.
as a legitimate.
If you remember, sorry to cut you off, Dad.
Go ahead.
For the last Conjuring movie, what was it called? The Devil Made Me Do It.
Uh-huh.
They were trying to convince a judge that a demon was making him do all this stuff. That made him kill his roommate and all that stuff. Remember?
yeah.
So that kind of like reminded me of that because he was like, "I'm a demon. Like why don't you believe me?"
Right,
Kind
right.
of thing.
That's the next movie you guys should watch is Pray for the Devil.
Probably.
I know we keep saying that. We
I've been
just need
saying
to
that
do
for
it.
a long time. I've seen it a while ago, and it makes you think. And it's that one. That one is a mixture of church and psychological.
Well,
Right,
so is
right.
this film, and again, just a disclaimer, guys: we're not choosing a side.
We're not talking
gonna go
about
religion.
religion.
We're not gonna go that route because you
warning.
can really go down a rabbit hole there.
You really could.
You know, like,
You
well,
really
that's
could.
no, I'm not going based off any of that. You know what I mean? We're going based off the theatrics of it and
Yes. Mm-hmm.
how they put it together and how it made you think.
what they presented.
What they presented, man. And honestly, it was again one of those. It kind of reminded me of the Pope's Exorcist in a weird way because it really made you think of like, okay, oh shit, it's crazy how they use certain facts, okay, of the church
History-
and that's-
theology.
theology.
That's a good example too of people, you know, because like you guys are, you know, talking about how people are like, well, they're using that as propaganda or whatever.
Right.
You can watch the Pope's Exorcist and not have to be like, well, I'm Catholic or I'm Christian or
Right.
whatever. It's at the end of the day, it's all entertainment.
100%.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
That's
don't-
how you have
don't
to go in and
you can't go in there and
and-
be like, oh, I'm gonna
I'm
impose
against
my religious
this.
will. on
Yeah.
it.
Right. Which if you see the film, there are some things and then you're like, oh shit, well that's obviously way left or
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
obviously way right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can see like 'cause there is a review that says that this is Christian propaganda and it's pushing it, and I can see like why someone would say that. But if you go in there thinking that way,
It's a
like
film.
you gotta think it's a movie.
It's a
Yeah,
movie.
right?
movie at
Like
the end
it's
of the
it's
day.
a scary movie or a horror /
like-
psychological
It's
thriller.
like the most one of the most iconic horror movies of all time, The Exorcist.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's a Catholic priest, dude. Like, are they
Exactly, so-
spreading propaganda.
It's not like
Yeah.
we're watching,
No.
you know,
to me, it was a theology movie of like the basics of like
Theology.
theology of demons, angels, and
devil and God.
devil the god, and it just so happened that the doctor was an atheist.
Yeah.
So
The
I think
the
you know
psychiatrist.
one of my favorite movies of all time, and I would always say that is Stigmata.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good
She was an
movie.
atheist, and she ended up getting stigmata, like, which is crazy.
Right. Right.
So you know, it's just like you can't go in thinking like, oh, that's against my religion, kind of thing. You know,
right.
Like,
Again, guys, you got to see it as it's a film. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, going back to the film part of it, it made you think a lot.
Yes.
And it wasn't hard thinking.
No, no,
It
no,
wasn't
no.
like, oh my God, I got to break that down. What does that mean? No. It was like, oh shit. Oh, damn.
well,
oh,
I just
there's
like
a point there.
There
You
was
know
like
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of like of the conversation that I liked from
Yeah.
the demon.
Yeah. So many points and topics, and you're like,
You're like, oh,
shit.
damn, oh.
You know. So the thing though, you know, is again that he is bringing all those up. He is bringing up these situations and scenarios, and it
Yeah.
does get you like, damn. Like you know, you think about it, right? But and this movie is classified horror. I don't think there was anything in
It
there
says
that was
horror
horror.
/ psychological thriller, and I believe it's more psychological thriller.
100%.
I can see why they did.
There was
kinda,
no scenes in there that made you feel scared or scary.
Yeah, no.
No pop-ups, pop-outs.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a little gory towards the end when they did decide to execute him.
Maybe that's why it was classified as horror.
Yeah. That was
But other
pretty
than that, I think
crazy.
it's more psychological thriller, and those are great.
It was definitely, the term I like to use is a mind fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Because again, it had you on thinking, but it wasn't like hard thinking. It was like, oh shit.
I think
But any movie that provokes thought, you know, about your situation
Anything,
or
yeah.
anything, you know, like whether you agree with it, disagree with it. If you said, never thought of that, or well, that's
Right.
interesting.
Right.
that's crazy. That's a crazy theory.
Something that
The way I think
they
about it
want.
is like the writer was just in my head. I'm just like, that's crazy that he just thought about it like
right.
that.
Right. No, I mean, like I said, overall the movie was good. It was entertaining. It was one of those where you really honed in and
Yeah,
Had your
Pay
attention.
attention,
Had your
yeah.
attention.
100%, man. What would you rate it? out of
I'll give
10?
it like a 8.5 out of
Wow,
10.
that's pretty high.
That's pretty good.
8.5 out of 10.
I think you really liked the fact that it had your mind in it.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't distracted at all. I was into the movie the whole time.
Yeah.
So
I would give that an easy. I would say like a 7.5. Just because, again, I like more movies like The Pope's Exorcist, The Conjuring, Insidious, right?
Yeah.
Which is a little more extreme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that film, don't get me wrong, was still very entertaining. It was still very right here in your mind. You know what I mean? It was more of that. It wasn't more of the. It wasn't so much of the theatrics.
I feel like if there was theatrics in this movie, like let's say like the demon actually showed himself to the atheist or anything like that, I feel like the movie would have been weird.
right.
And
Like it would have been like, oh no,
as
that's
far
not it.
as far as actors, there was no like real big
None.
time
No, there wasn't
Dude,
superstar.
that's what I'm saying. They
celebrity.
had to have shot this film for
nothing.
pennies on the dollar. You know what I mean? Because they were in one room for majority of the film.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then they moved to an execution room, which is all based in a prison,
Yes.
right? So they were in an interrogation. Then they went to the one cell, and I think and then they did the execution room. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the actors weren't. I didn't know any of them, but doesn't mean they're not good.
Yeah.
You know,
like
they
like
were
you said, the
No,
guy
I'm
that
just saying they
played
didn't blow
the
a wad
prisoner
on the
/
actor.
demon did an
amazing job. Amazing job. He was able
Like
to
you
portray.
could like tell right off the bat, like, oh, this is his name was Edward. The prisoner's name was
Yeah.
Edward, and the demon's name is Nefarious.
Right.
That's why the movie's called Nefarious, guys.
Which again was just really, really well put together, man.
I think I liked it overall because, yeah, it didn't like scare me. It just like challenged my mind. Like,
Right.
that, like he's saying he's a demon, but he's not like. He's just messing with the guy, pretty much. He was
Yeah.
like,
He
this,
had-
this is gonna happen.
Yep.
And the guy's like, no, it's not. You don't know me.
Right.
Like, what?
Right.
We're not here to talk about me.
Yep.
But yeah, at the end of the day, he got to him.
Right. He was in his mind. He owned him from the minute
He
stepped
walked through
into the cell, dude.
Yeah. The minute
Yeah.
he pulled up to the prison, he already had him, pretty much.
100%.
You know? And there's a couple of things that are still in my head from the movie. One thing is when he first met the doctor, he was just like, by the time you leave here, you would have committed 3 murders.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I was like, what the hell? So I'm over here thinking like, oh, is he gonna leave? He's gonna
Right.
possess him.
And I'm thinking again, normal. Like, damn, this was gonna kill 3 people in the prison.
Yeah, that's what I
Right,
was
and
thinking.
I'm
I was
like,
like, damn,
fuck, he's
who's
gonna-
gonna kill?
Right. So he's gonna get inside. I don't know. Everything's running through your head, but it was all the way he did it was like things already committed. Right.
Or about to.
Right. So the first one was his mom.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to opt out for assisted suicide in Oregon because she was terminal.
Yes.
And so that he's like, that's one. You know what I mean? Again, there's a whole story behind it on why that's on him. Then his girl was pregnant or something like that, right? Boom, that was 2 because she ended up.
Elective termination.
Yeah, that's what they call it in the film. You know, boom, that was. He's like,
Abortion.
that's 2.
Yeah.
You know, and then the final strike was him
Was
when he decided to execute Edward. Okay, because the demon. God, how do you say it? Because the demon convinced him
that he
right?
was saying.
That he was sane. But when in reality, when they would cut to Edward, his actual persona, he was like, "Dude, it wasn't me." You know what I mean? You like, give me a chance.
Not
But the
even like he was like a mess.
right,
He was a stuttery guy. Very
he did
timid.
not have control.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were going to execute him for something that he
He
not
didn't. He
do
never did. Yeah.
was like tearing him apart.
Yep.
And what's the worst part about it is that the demon allowed Edward at this point to be the one to be executed. You know what I mean? So he was no
Dickhead.
longer in control. And it was one of those like, holy hell, bro. So by the end of you're like, oh my God, dude, like that was crazy. And he was able to choose execution by the chair, which is the electric chair, or lethal injection.
And he chose the chair.
The demon chose the
the
electric chair for Edward.
Wow.
Because it's the most cruel way you can do it.
It's like his switch up that he would do back and forth, like even when he was in the cell by himself.
Yeah.
Was crazy. Like it would be him on the floor crying because he was Edward, and then all of a sudden, like they come and tell him like, "Oh, this is your death warrant," kind of thing.
Right, right.
And he would switch it up and just start laughing out of control. I'm just like, "That's the demon, dude." And his voice would kind of change too,
Yeah,
to
a
a
little
deeper
bit.
voice.
A little bit.
you
But
know?
it wasn't one of those CGI things or
No. I think that's why.
There's a demon right there.
That's the demon right there.
But it wasn't like one of those crazy dramatic like
Yeah.
fucking, you know,
There's a demon in the corner kind of thing.
No,
of-
it was
yeah.
like him still.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It was a wild movie. It was a different movie. I really I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know, we'll see what we have for this week coming
Hopefully,
up.
Anthony will finally choose a movie.
Maybe.
I'm
we'll see.
I'm 1 for 1 right now, so
I'm telling you, pray for the devil.
Pray for
or
the
my dad is over
it.
here.
That could be the next
Watch
one.
that one.
That
We
could
have to
be-
look it
pretty
up where it's
trippy.
where it's. I heard that movie's crazy. I'm
It
not
is.
gonna lie.
I've only heard things on it, and I like, again, I'm a fan of those type of films, even though I'm fucking scares the shit out of me.
I know the
Dude,
Exorcist
movies that
kind
have
of
to do with
films.
religion, with
Possession.
possession, with things of that, it scares me, dude.
It's a scary
You know, because
topic.
again, Jess and myself really were the ones that grew up in the Catholic way. My little sister was there already,
cheated.
yes, but she didn't go through the extents that where her and I had to go through, right? Where it was like catechism and
Yep.
like if you know we had to go
First
to that
communion.
school. My little sister, don't get me wrong, Ashley, that fucking girl was, you know,
She knew the prayers and
Yeah.
stuff, but that when she was younger, she slept with my grandma. Okay,
yeah, she was being a kiss ass.
so
too,
you
bro.
know. Yeah,
being a
and
kid,
she would
so.
always bully us that way by making my grandma test us, and she knew which ones we didn't know, and she'd be like, "Tell her to say this one."
And Ashley would know them all.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know?
so annoying.
So but again, Jess and I actually had to go through that, and
We had
Grandma
to go to church
would
school.
instill this shit in us. Like if we wouldn't wake up to go to church, it'd be like, oh, the devil wants you to stay asleep.
Yeah, that was. I think that's the craziest thing.
As
that my
kids,
grandma
bro,
telling
as
us as
kids.
kids, like, "Oh, the
Don't
devil's
get me
telling you
wrong,
to stay in
guys.
bed."
That's more of a like.
Old lady thing.
No, it's a Southern Baptist church right there.
Right.
When I was a kid, I went to a Southern Baptist church in Texas, and they would say that everything the devil made you do it, and you're gonna burn in hell if you don't do this, and all that
Damn.
kind of
And
stuff.
again,
Hellfire and brimstone, you know.
That's
and
what
again,
they
there's
believe
people
in.
that believe that.
That's
so,
fine.
But so that's
Hundo.
one of the biggest reasons that why I'm so scared of all it, because when you bring up like the Ouija, oh no, you know
That one,
it was
yeah,
so
that one.
taboo.
Yeah.
You know, or you would bring up anything like that. It's like, oh shit. So when you see these films now, you're like, oh damn, that's what my grandma's talking about right there. You know, like the movie Ouija or these possession films. You're like, fuck, man.
To be honest, they're one of my personal favorites, but they scare me because they scare me the most.
Oh, 100%.
Because
100%.
it can happen. Yeah, some of it's like,
In our
whoa,
head,
way out
but
in
in
left
our
field.
head, it can
in my
happen.
head, it can happen.
Because you look at a normal individual that doesn't never even, they're probably just like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
They're not thinking like us, like, oh shit, that's what my grandma used to talk about right here, dude.
Oh, I learned
You know,
that in
or
church
any
school.
Hispanic out there, you
But
know,
wait,
you know.
Let me just say this too. We did go to like a Sunday church schools, whatever, but we did the Spanish course,
Version,
guys.
yeah.
Okay, So it made things a little harder on us because we're like, we have to learn everything in Spanish.
Yeah, for those who didn't know,
Like, Anthony speaks fluent Spanish. Mine is like really rusty.
yeah,
I only speak it to my grandma because I'm not gonna go and come up to my dad and start speaking Spanish to my white dad. Yes, he knows Spanish. Don't get me wrong, but it was just weird, and we had to learn literally about Jesus in Spanish.
Right.
The rosary, everything you can think of. So yeah, that one
keep
was
going,
just
keep going.
messes with your head. I could always remember, I remember we went to church class. Then after church one day, we would have to go to the night classes for I think it was our first communion or something
I
like
don't
that.
even remember.
Oh my
bro.
God. I felt like we were always at church.
It was one of those things, man, where we did it. You know what I mean? Again, this was
I
all.
don't think it was optional.
It was not. No, it was. But it all
was all
adds up to
like-
the fear
Yeah,
of these
the
films.
fear
You know
of,
what I mean?
like,
Like, oh
demons
shit,
and-
dude! Like, grandma wasn't kidding. Grandma
Well,
wasn't
it's,
kidding.
like,
Right.
it's like that the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. Those
I
movies.
love those movies.
Well, they
I
make you think, right?
love
Like-
those movies. Have you seen those?
What
Da Vinci Code, Angels
and
vs. Demons.
with Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I love those movies.
Those
I
are
am
some
a part of the
trippy-
bloodline, bro.
Those are some
Shut
trippy movies.
Don't believe in
Your
shit,
sister's
right?
over here. You see your sister?
The
No,
Roman
let me
Reigns
see.
book. Call it. Have her call in.
I'm about to call her and put her on blast,
Let's
guys.
see.
Straight up.
Wow, she's over here. She's over here texting us, making fun of us.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. She's a
She
hater.
saw Andy's post.
Nah.
Huh? Should I call her, guys, and be like,
Call
"Oh,
her.
oh, you think you're
Put her
so
on blast.
cool?"
So see what she has to bring to the table.
I know. Put her on blast. Put her on blast. Put her on blast. But I think those are the most scariest films that get to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Over any slasher.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
think
know.
too, like
Like, I think-
even church, like you go back to the Vatican, oh, it's a mystery. Like who's been inside the Vatican? You don't
Right.
know what's going on. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad's going on. I'm just saying you don't know.
You don't know.
You're not privy to all that information. So, it's an old institution, and who really knows?
That's why I think I like these movies so much because a lot of them challenge the church, and I think being so young and having to be forced, and I will say forced because my grandma would tell us the devil was, everywhere, and that's just how she was back then. Now
Yeah.
she's a lot chilled out, guys. She's an older lady. She,
Yeah.
she was like, all right, that's y'all's lives. Just pray.
Yeah.
You know?
For real.
But I think going through that and then seeing all these movies, those are more real to me than obviously a slasher.
slasher.
A slasher can pop up and come kill you. Yeah, that's real.
But I got some
You
for
know?
that fool, straight up. He ain't getting me. That's what I'm gonna say.
Right,
That
but
you know?
how are you supposed to fight off a demon?
An entity
Right.
that you cannot see.
Right.
And
Like,
and
what-
you know what gets me more is that when you really think about it, right? Let's just say you're going through that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you were really like, oh my God, let me read a page out of the Bible? Man, fool, ain't nobody on your side, homie. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's like, oh, now you need me?
Dude,
Ah, get out of here.
about the
you know what I mean?
about the last Exorcist movie,
Which one?
the one with the two little girls,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
when they were all because the Catholic priest wouldn't help because the church didn't let him.
Yeah.
And he walked in and they were like, yes, he's going to come save the day. That fool died. Instantly. Like they
Snapped his
they
neck.
completely just killed him.
Well, he broke his own rules. He
Right.
touched him.
Right. And I'm just like, that just goes to show it's your own faith, you have to help yourself kind of thing, Like
Sure.
how
Yeah. I
how
don't
can
know.
you just be something like that?
Those films, again, are always going to be one of those where like, shit, dude, that was spooky. You know what I mean? Because again, it gets you thinking. It gets you really in that mindset. Because again, a slasher, unless that fool caught me slipping, bro, you ain't getting me, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who knows me, like, nah, you didn't catch me. You know what I mean? Like, again,
I got something for you. Come to my room.
Unless you caught me slipping.
Right.
But if I'm at home, anywhere in my house, oh, you didn't catch me, bro. I got you. You know what I mean?
Ghost faces in the closet.
Yeah. Oh, perfect, buddy. Come here.
You
I
got
got
him,
some
buddy.
for you.
Huh.
Bring out your little knife. Anyway, besides
this
the
time,
point,
Nuh-uh, this time around he had a shotgun.
he did. Was that like in the
The
in the
grocery
liquor store
store, yeah,
scene?
or whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
had a
was-
shotgun.
But that was like one of like four of them. You know what I mean?
3, but yeah.
Was it 3 in that film?
Yeah.
The daughter, the son,
And the
the
dad.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That was a good one.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's just so many different views, I guess.
Yeah, but so overall, you give it like a 7.5.
7.5 for sure.
That's pretty good
For
on
sure.
your scale.
For sure. You know, again, and just because, again, it wasn't one of those theatrical fucking movies, but it was like you said, a psychological,
Psychological.
like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
It had you
It
thinking.
like I like it to the point of like The Silence of the Lambs. That one's a psychological thriller.
100%.
It makes you think. It's like making you like, oh, who's what? Can I
Yeah.
trust this man? Can I not trust this man?
Right.
Kind of thing, you know.
DTA. Stone
Right.
Cold Steve Austin.
Don't trust anybody. No, yeah, definitely. Those movies are good every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely not one of those like, all right, cool, let's just only watch those. Like, nah, hell no.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
you need to watch Pray for the Devil because it has both the psychological and it has plenty of horror for you, buddy.
Oh man, should we call Ashley?
Bring her in.
What are we gonna ask her? What do you guys
Ask
want?
her, tell her what you were talking about with the all that crap you were just talking about her about not having to do all that stuff.
And see if she
let's
answers.
see.
I know, guys. We're over here bugging her and
Phoning
shit.
in.
Special guest.
You should be
Special guest of the evening.
Dun.
Let's see if she answers. She's probably with the baby. It's probably with my nephew. Oh, she's only hard in the text
Crickets.
messages, guys.
Your call has been.
Oh,
She did that on
checked it
purpose.
out.
She said she see me calling. She was like, "Let me put my phone
Yeah,
down."
hell yeah.
Let me
she's
put my
shaking
phone
that.
down.
She was hard in the text message.
She's calling me back, y'all.
Oh, you're talking
shit.
shit.
Oh,
That's
shit.
coming back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Wicked After Dark.
What happened?
Nothing. We live over here, Wicked After Dark. What's going
Is
on?
that the baby?
It is the baby. Guys.
I can hear
I'm
him.
mom now. You can't just be calling me now. If you
we
hear some crying in the background.
Mind your
Just
business.
listen. Just listen, guys.
No, he stopped.
Really, Ryder?
is he eating?
What's going on? You guys can't figure it out without me, huh?
No,
Nah, we
that's not
can't.
true.
We can't.
That's all right.
Anyways, we had a question for you.
We had a quick question.
When we were kids, did you used to make grandma test us on purpose on our prayers because you knew them and we didn't?
I sure did.
There you go, guys. You see, that wasn't
Proof. Here's
that
your
wasn't
proof.
a lie. That was not a lie. She used to do that to us.
Yeah, right. You guys are fucking bullies to me, so that's the least I could have done.
She was
Oh
like, "I
my
got you
God.
guys. I got you
Every
guys."
night, though. Every
Yep.
night.
And because Ashley slept with her, she knew them.
By heart.
Sure did.
We were
It
just
wasn't
talking.
hard.
We were just talking about the movie we just saw last night and how, you know, those types of films affects us because of the way we were raised, right? You know what I mean? And thinking that that could potentially happen to us. Being
Being
possessed.
possessed?
Yeah, you see, she already knew. She already knew, man. She's like, oh, being possessed? Yeah, she already knew what's up. What are your
That's actually funny story.
She's like,
where I
funny
live-
story, I was just through that.
No, funny story where I live with one of our closest friends, family friend. She lives in the same complex as me. And I had
Shout
my
out to
sliding
you.
door open. And I'm in the baby's room and I hear someone calling me, like my name being called.
And then she's like,
Gabriel's
oh,
taking a
shit.
nap. It's just me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, no. I'm like, I'm not tweaking right now. I hear someone calling my name. So I'm like, not today. And she has to text me, I was calling your name because your door was open. Yeah, damn near gave me a heart attack.
Hey, that my grandma kicked in right. Ashley was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my.
I was like,
Praying.
I was like, bothered myself.
Yeah. Hey, dude, no, for real, man.
She's like, you watch too many scary movies.
Shout out
Yeah,
to you.
probably,
job.
Not
probably.
everyone's gonna get you. No, yeah, she did give me a heart attack. That was so funny.
That's funny.
But would you
Oh,
say
man.
would you say those possession films are the most? Do those
Scary
scare
to
you more,
you?
or do slasher scare you more?
Honestly, if you asked me that question when I was 12, Nightmare on Elm Street used to give me a heart attack. Freddy Krueger was literally the scariest thing to me.
Uh huh.
But yeah, if you ask me now, yeah, for sure, anything possession is scary.
But why? Why is that?
Because I believe that shit could happen.
Exactly. Because that's how we were raised.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's just I think we all can agree on is that we all really think like, oh shit, that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's
I
a-
mean, That's like one thing we'll never do is play with the Ouija board, no matter like.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And we-
And you
No-
can probably try to pay me some money, and I still say no.
I don't know, bro. Give me $1,000, I'll do it.
1,000?
Thousand?
Nah, dude.
Nah?
No way.
Well,
Didn't you just watch Nefarious?
You should watch that movie, Ash.
I didn't even know y'all watched the movie. No one told me nothing.
Oh, that was Jessica. That was
What
Jessica.
the-
I'm pretty sure I told her.
Always blame me. Oh, Dad said he told you, so you're a liar.
No, he told me today.
Well, I didn't watch it, so.
Well,
you
we
know.
watched it last night. It's called Nefarious. It's on
It's a good film.
Prime Video, so you could go ahead and watch it for yourself. You know,
Is it
with all
free?
your free time. Yes, it's free.
It's free. Definitely go
With
check
all
it
my
out.
Free time.
She can watch it at like 4:00 in the morning. Don't watch it at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, definitely go check it out, though.
Yeah, it sounds like a vampire movie. What the fuck?
It's not a vampire movie. Here, let me give you the synopsis of the movie. Oh, you see that? You see that, guys?
Big
It's
word.
about a doctor that goes to a prison because he has to say, yes, this guy is insane. You can't execute him. No,
I've
he's
seen
not
the
insane.
commercial.
Yeah, the trailer. You seen the
Yeah.
trailer? And this guy's telling him that he's a demon.
Uh-huh.
That movie.
Go
I'm gonna
check-
have to watch it. I actually did want to see that.
It was good. Go
But
check
send
it
me
out.
the title because I'll forget.
Yeah, Anthony rated it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, and I said 8 to 8.5 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely go watch it.
I'll be the judge. I have the movie credential background.
No,
Damn,
she don't.
no,
she hasn't
does
seen
not,
anything.
dude.
Gabriel wanted to watch The Expendables.
Oh goodness,
Yeah. And now he's like, you've seen the first one, right?
no,
I haven't seen them at all, sir.
Jesus.
You're like, what is that?
Yeah, that's our sister,
Yeah.
guys. She doesn't watch movies for shit.
I try. I try my best. Sorry.
Anyways,
God.
all right.
All right,
All right.
that
Well,
was
I'm
it.
proud of you guys for filming again. Wow, I'm surprised.
She's such a bully. Even she's
Whatever,
not
bro.
even here.
We're waiting for you to come back whenever you're ready, sister.
Yep. Keep me seat warm.
Right now, there's no seat in the middle.
Yeah,
5 mini share free rider.
yeah. There you
we'll
go.
buy a little. I don't even know what that would be. I guess a stand.
Well, but I'll bring his bouncer.
There you go.
Alrighty.
All righty.
All right. Bye.
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 Yeah, she's funny. It's funny because she already knew like possession. Like that's right. Everybody is, bro. Everybody. But, anyways, where are we at on time? Is that it? 1 hour?
That's it.
Damn, dude. Where the hell does time go, man? We're gonna wrap this shit up before everybody gets bored. If you're still with us, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
We go on and go on. Anyways, Wicked Fest August 10th, guys. We have more details coming as we get closer. You know, we're gonna continue to talk about it, continue to provide details. Again, we have all these March events coming up. March 9th, March 30th. We're gonna be there or be square. You guys should be there as well. Again, just thank you guys so much for all the support, man. It means the world to us that you guys are. So many people are so interested in this event coming up. And again, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure it's the best that we can do. All right. So thank you guys so much for listening, watching. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.